Good afternoon guys. Waiting lang ako sa pag-upload nitong PowerPoint. But please open your cameras. Good afternoon. Please open your cameras po. Even yung mga wala sa stage, I am waiting for you guys. Please open your cameras. Okay. Wait lang. Okay, before we officially start our class, let's have our prayer first to be led by Chloe. Please lead the prayer.
Good afternoon po. Rinig po ako.
Nak, medyo mahina. Sorry.
Sorry po, naka-load lang po kasi ako, pero kaya naman po yata. Okay, let us all bow our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, thank you for this new day and for the chance to learn. Please guide our minds, help us to focus, and give us the wisdom to understand our lessons for today. Bless our teachers and classmates and keep us all safe. All of this we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, Chloe. So, ayan guys. Good afternoon. I hope nakapag-lunch na kayo. If hindi pa, pwedeng mag-lunch while listening. Basta please open your cameras for those na tawag dito. Closed po yung cameras. Your attendance would not be counted po today. I am taking screenshots based on our tawag dito, video gallery. Wait lang guys. Sorry. Mag-leave lang ako saglit. Naglolo ko yung net. Saglit lang. Saglit na saglit. Okay. Also, yung mga classmates na wala pa, please remind them. Okay. Your attendance will be monitored today. So please open your cameras. Okay. We will start para maaga rin kayo ma-dismiss. So for today, for this class, we will talk about the basics of your research study. So before we make your paper, kailangan naiintindihan nyo kung ano ba talaga ang research, bakit nga ba tayo nagre-research, diba? Ano bang kahalagahan ng research. Okay? So we'll start. So for this afternoon, uh, our topics would be research, history of your research, technical terms in the research, the SMART principle, steps in the research process, and your ethical considerations when it comes to research making. So first, ano nga ba yung research? Bakit nga ba tayo magre-research? Could anyone tell me what is research before we define what is research po? Anyone? Someone? Okay, Rog, para sa'yo, ano ba ang research? Kahit Tagalog, in your own words.
Sir, naririnig po? Sir, rinig po
Sorry,
ako.
ayan. Go.
Sir, for me po, yung research po, ito po yung ginagawa natin para mas mapag-aralan po natin in a deeper level po yung isang bagay po.
Okay, correct. Ginagawa natin yung research para mapag-aralan natin deeper yung isang concept or yung isang bagay. Correct, Rog? Any other answers? Okay, Ara?
Ano po sir, para ano din po, kapag may parang study po tayo na hinahanap para makapag, hanap po tayo ng mas clear na answers for that
Okay, to
specific
seek for
study po.
clearer answers. Correct, Ara? Any other answers? Any other answers? Last one, bago para before ko ibigay yung concept. Sige, ito na lang. Romel, para sa'yo, what is research?
Sir, aside po sa mapag-aaral natin yung, isang bagay on a deeper level po, mas madadagdagan po yung mga knowledge about that na hindi pa po nadi-discover.
Okay, correct. For additional knowledge, so let's talk about research. Okay? So research is a systematic and scientific procedure of data collection, compilation, analysis, interpretation, and implication pertaining to any problem. It is also an advanced knowledge which follows a systematic process of collecting and analyzing information in order to understand more the phenomena under the study. So lahat ng sinabi kanina are all concepts of research, are what makes a research. So a research is a systematized study. Okay? Systematized and scientific procedure bound with evidences. Okay? Research is done to seek for answers, okay? To seek for proper answers, okay? To answer something that is still not answered up until this point, or to add additional knowledge or develop points of studies na kailangan ng continuous progress. Naintindihan po ba yun? Okay. Now, let's break this down. Research is to search again. Okay? Lahat po tayo nagre-research which involves gathering information to answer question. So even your basic pagse-search sa Google, paghahanap sa book ng ganito, or just basically defining something, some word, is still a research. Kasi again, you are gathering information to answer a specific question. Okay po? Maliwanag. So, everyday research versus disciplinary research, broadly similar but they differ in formality. Of course, yung everyday research, you only sought to answer basic questions or questions that are medyo hindi nyo naiintindihan ng mabilisan. That is everyday research. Okay? Yung kailangan mo ng instantaneous na sagot. However, disciplinary research, which we will be doing po, is a formal research that needs a paper and needs heavy evidences to say that your data is factual. Okay po? Kasi, di ba, yung everyday research nyo, sometimes, kahit anong support natin, kahit anong research natin, kahit anong proper na pag-aaral natin, sometimes misinformation, we still get it. Tama ako? There are times na hindi nyo napapansin, but the data you sought is not reliable. Diba? Kahit naman kami, okay, nagkakamali pa rin sa ganyan, sa everyday research. But, disciplinary research is very heavy on factual data, okay, and not spreading misinformation. Maliwanag po ba yun sa lahat? Okay? So, ang research, again, is to search for something again. Okay? But, it could be a search for something new also. Again, research is a systematized knowledge to answer something. Maliwanag po. Okay? We just broke the word down para mas maintindihan natin to. Okay po? Now, why is research important? Guys, why is research important? Para sa inyo, bakit mahalaga ang pag-aaral ng research? Bakit kailangan yung gumawa ng thesis at bukod sa kailangan yung graduate? Okay? Bakit importante ang research? Sige, wait lang. Sige, kredo muna. Sige po.
Sir, rinig po.
Yes, rinig na po.
Sir, rinig po. Yung pag-aaral po ng research is important because it can contribute po for the country and for future researchers or future studies that might help us to break through to a new to a new study po. Yun lang po.
Okay, so to help technically future researchers to develop studies, okay, any other answer? Correct naman, Credo. Mondehar, Des, raise ng imong hand. Dahil ikaw ang umikot sa aking randomizer. Go na.
For me po, kaya po important yung research kasi aside po na pinag-aaralan po natin siya on a deeper level, katulad lang po ng sinabi ni Credo is, aside po na nakakatulong din po siya sa mga researchers, for me po parang nag-gain din po tayo ng knowledge on how our research will function, kung paano po siya magagamit or paano po siya makakontribute. Yun lang po.
Okay, gaining knowledge, correct. Any other answers? Sige, paikutin natin ito. Drew. Please raise your hand.
Yung ano po kasi, yung research po kasi, it provides a reliable information.
Okay, research is important because it provides reliable information, correct? So, now, let's answer that. So, we do research because of the following. Ito yung importansya, bakit tayo nag-research. Again, first, it provides evidence for professional action. Okay? So, in any discipline, radiologic technology man yan, health man yan, law man yan, or businesses man yan, okay, or other discipline in this world, research provides an understanding for our professional action, 'di ba? Itong ginagawa naman natin sa RadTech, hindi naman to trip-trip lang, 'di ba? Hindi natin to ginagawa ng walang basis, 'di ba? It all started because of a research. Okay? Well, technically, doing X-rays, it all started because of an accident. However, ano nga bang ginagawa ni Rowan Jen during that time when he discovered X-ray? 'Di ba he was researching? Tama ako? Tama ba, guys? Tango naman tayo dyan. Hapon, no? Baka mag-jumping jacks tayo ng hapon. So, tawag dito, 'di ba? He was researching. So, and kahit naman sa ibang discipline, for example, law. Sa law, 'di ba, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-support yung iyong client kung attorney ka kung wala kang basis or factual data ng mga nagawa niya. Okay? Or kung biktima man yun, kung wala kang basis ng nagawa sa kanya. Okay? If hindi mo ni-research ng tama. Even doctors, hindi naman nila mako-cure yung sakit kung wala silang guide ng mga researches. Tama ako? 'Di ba? So, it is a basis for professional action. Another one, professional credibility and accountability. Again, research can hold you accountable. Okay? So again, factual data, researches can hold people accountable. Okay? Cost effectiveness, outcomes, or cost containment. Okay? Research helps us cut costs. 'Di ba? Alam naman natin lahat na in this world, medyo mahal na talaga lahat ng bilihin, mahal na lahat ng resources. So, research could help us cut costs or have cost effectiveness in our products, in some disciplines, 'di ba? And lastly, research is done for documentation. Okay? For us to progress, we need to have a basis. And if the basis is not continuously documented, kung research lang tayo ng research, tas hindi naman na-document si research, then wala rin patutunguhan. Okay? So, for documentation purposes din po talaga si research. Okay po? Maliwanag po ba? Okay. Now, the main purpose of your research is to inform action, prove a theory, inform your action, prove a theory, and contribute to the developing knowledge in a field or study. So, highlight on the three. Okay. Inform your action, prove an existing theory, and contribute sa knowledge, sa existing knowledge. Okay, kaya nga research, to search again. Okay? Research is required not just for students and academics, but for all professionals and non-professionals alike. So even after this, even after your thesis 1 and 2, you will still have to do research. Kahit RRT na kayo, you need to do research. Okay? Baliw na baliw tayo sa research na to. Ika nga ni Cynthia Villar. So, kailangan mabaliw tayo sa research na to. Okay? So, why do we research? Bakit nga ba tayo nag-research? Okay? So, generally, research generates and expands knowledge. Okay? It adds. Diba? Yung 2 GB mong brain, kaya pa yung punuin ng research. Okay? Akit kasi yung 1 GB ko, napuno na niya talaga eh. So, papa-install pa ako ng mga 2 terabyte. Okay? So, research generates and expands knowledge. Another one, research deals with problems, attitudes, and opinions. Okay? But mostly for this one, it deals with social sciences, which is not our discipline. But, of course, we seek to answer problems, not attitudes and opinions. Okay? Though some researches for radiologic technology, lalo kapag qualitative, you can hold opinions and attitudes. Okay? For example, what is the attitude of your respondents towards adding AI, diba? Towards the integration of AI sa radiography. But, yun nga, mas okay kung ang thesis natin for this semester or for our discipline is more on a, tawag dito, answering a specific problem and not checking attitude of people towards a discipline. Okay? Suggestion lang yun, ha? Hindi ko sinasabing, hindi, huwag kayo mag-attitude and huwag kayo mag-opinion. Okay? Okay lang. As long as pasok doon sa mga topic na sinabi ko nung nakaraan. Okay po? Now, research attempts to seek answers to question, kaya nang paulit-ulit na natin sinasabi kanina. Another one is to draw conclusions from a data. Of course, you will have your data gathering and research. That data will provide an answer. Okay, you can draw your conclusion based on what you found on your data. Specifically, lalo kapag quantifiable yung data, kapag numbered yung data, makaka-help yun sa inyo mag-draw ng conclusion. For example, majority of the popularity is ganito, popularity. Majority of your population is ganito, ganyan. So, it helps you guys. Another one, it aids in forecasting and planning. Okay? So, for us to know the next step, even now, 'di ba, kailangan we research on things. Tama? So before doing something, we research. Okay, lastly, reduce the level of a risk in a decision. 'Di ba? So, even in decision making, sometimes we do research. 'Di ba? Hindi naman basta-basta lang natin 'to ginagawa. Though, we are young, majority of us are young, we make decisions solely based on our feelings, based on our impulses. But as future adults, we start to do researches in our future endeavors. So research can reduce the level of risk in doing decisions. Okay. Now, history of research, babalikan natin saan nga ba nag-root? Sino nga bang sisisihin natin? Ba't tayo nahihirapan? Bakit naging one-third siya ng um, requirements nyo para graduate kayo? 'Di ba? Para mag-PWI kayo. 'Di ba? Kasabay ng second year. So, balik tayo. Early practical observations. So, this is prehistory up to 3000 BCE. Before written languages, early humans engaged in trial and error, empirical learning, discovering which plants were medicinal, how to forge tools, and how to track animal migrations. While not documented, this informal observation form the roots of your empirical study. So, yung mga before na tao pa, yung mga kauna-unahang tao dito sa mundo, they do research, di ba? Hindi naman sila makakapag-forge ng tools if they do not have questions in their mind. Maliwanag, di ba? Kahit naman siguro kayo, niisip nyo, or napanood nyo na sa mga sitcom, sa mga palabas na yung mga sinaunang tao, yung mga nagsusulat pa sa kuweba, diba? So they forge tools and they try to know which plants yung medicinal or which type of plants and animals can or cannot be eaten. So technically, it's still a type of research. Yun nga lang, ang kapalit, minsan buhay nila. Diba? Kasi minsan, they get poisoned. Diba? Sometimes, they got killed by the animal. So, ganun yung research before. Now, 3000 BCE to 1600 BCE, so Mesopotamian astronomy during year 3000 BCE, Babylonian scribes kept detailed star catalogs and mathematical tables to track planetary movements and predict eclipses. Okay, 'di ba? Yung mga ninuno natin based on the Mesopotamian astronomy, the Babylonians, they use the stars to track uh tawag dito, planetary movements, how the Earth revolves. Okay? And yun nga, tuwing kailan magkakaroon ng eclipses based on the star. Now, noong 1600 BCE, the Edwin Smith Papyrus, an ancient Egyptian medical text based on material as early as 3000 BCE, it is widely considered the earliest known document using an objective systematic method for diagnosis, examination, and treatment rather than relying solely on magic or myth. So, during 1600 BCE, there was a documentation, a proper research documentation on medicine. So that is the Edwin Smith Papyrus. So rather than relying on magic or myths, they do proper medicine. But of course, it is not as proper as now because this is BCE pa. So kauna-unahan pa. Okay? Next. Now, we will cut that short kasi madami pa yung pinagdaanan sila Aristotle, 'di ba? Let's cut that short. Punta tayo dun sa mga significant history during the sorry. Punta tayo dun sa significant history regarding okay, medicine. Okay? Para gets natin kung ano ba yung involved sa atin. Okay? And ano ba yung mga pwede nating iwasan kapag tayo na ang nag-research. So first is the Nazi medical experiments. Okay? Our source is Boston University. The scripts came from Boston University. So this happened during 1942 to 1945. So, yung Nazi medical experiments, okay, ito yung dalawang key points niya. They coerced victims and they did this for military survival. So, for coercion of their victims, non-consenting concentration camps prisoner were subjected to painful lethal experiments, forced freezing, uh, low pressure chambers, and seawater tests stimulated extreme combat environments. Okay? So again, yung mga victims, they were camp prisoners. Okay? So they were subjected to painful and lethal experiments. So these are some of the victims of your Nazi medical experimentations. So so ano nga ba yung mga naging findings or ano yung mga naging consequences of this unethical medical experiment? Okay? This is a research, however, yun nga, this is very unethical and the victims did not agree to what the military were doing to them. Okay? So, first is infectious disease. Victims were deliberately infected with deadly illness like typhus to test experimental drugs. Okay? In order, guys, during the Nazi medical experiments, in order for them to treat or try medications, they simply affected people. They infected people para ma-check kung gumagana ba yung mga ginagawa nilang gamot. Is that really proper? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Guys, thumbs down. Kayong lahat. Sana nakikinig kayo. Okay? So, that is very bad. Okay? Kayo ba gusto nyo para kayong well, unethical din kasi for me yung animal testing ha. That is on my own opinion lang. Because I believe that animals, they still have feelings kahit daga. So I think parang hindi siya proper. Pero of course, kayo ba gusto nyo kayo tao? Para kayong pinagtitripan? They will intently sasadyain na bigyan kayo ng sakit kahit wala naman kayo nun. You will be infected. So of course not. Now, genetics and sterilization, forced twin research and mass sterilization procedures targeted specific racial and social groups. So when we talk about sterilization, again, we are talking about sinasadyang baugin, diba? They neuterize their patients. So specifically, this is targeted to the Jewish and Black community during that time. Okay? So, kaya siya medyo racial din. Now, ang naging outcome netong Nazi medical experiments, okay, is an ethical guide for doing researches. Okay? The one ethical guide of doing research is the numbered code. Okay, yung numbered code, we will talk about that later. Tandaan nyo lang, the numbered code was a byproduct of the Nazi medical experiments. Okay po? Now, Tuskegee syphilis research. So, this happened during 1932 to 1972. This was the longest running, okay? The U.S. Public Service tracked 600 impoverished black men in Alabama, 399 with syphilis, and 201 uninfected to observe untreated disease progression. So they deliberately went to Alabama and checked on people with syphilis and non-syphilis. Now, they did deceptive practices. The participants were never informed of their diagnosis. Okay, hindi alam ng participants na they have this. Now, researchers falsely told them they were being treated for bad blood. Hindi specifically sinabi na they have syphilis. Sinabi lang na meron silang bad blood. So, ano ba yung syphilis? Guys, what is syphilis? Di ba napunta tayo sa paso? Any answers? What is syphilis? You have your phones with you. Ayun, may chat pala. Yeah, correct. It is a sexually transmitted infection. Okay? It is a kind of an STD or STI. Okay? Now, and offered the researchers offered free meals and burial stipends instead. So, kapag namamatay sila, libre lang yung libing. Or kapag, ayan, pinagtitripan sila, tinatry sa kanila yung medicine, binibigyan lang sila ng pagkain. Okay? Meron namang kapalit, pero really, is that really proper na meron kang syphilis tapos ang bibigay lang sa'yo tinurukan ka ng kung ano-ano tapos biglang pagkain, Goods, Jollibee, gano'n. Gusto niyo ba yun? Of course not. Diba? So, The treatments were withheld even after penicillin became the standard cure in 1947. Doctors deliberately withheld treatment and blocked men from accessing medicine elsewhere. So the patients with syphilis, the doctors in this experiment or this research, they blocked the men from accessing penicillin, which is a cure for syphilis. Okay, they deliberately did not introduce or they blocked any type of introduction of penicillin to the people, to the black men. Okay? Now, severe harm, dozens of participants died directly from syphilis. Over 100 died from related complications. 40 wives contracted the disease. And 19 children were born with congenital syphilis. Those are, what we call this? Consequences of the action of the researchers of this. Okay, maraming namatay. Okay, maraming asawa ang naapektuhan ng syphilis and maraming anak na they were born with syphilis. Now, yung naging ethical outcome nito is the Belmont Report during 1979. Again, tandaan to, later we will discuss this. Now, next is your Willowbrook hepatitis studies. This happened during 1955 to 1970. Okay, so the researchers at Willowbrook State School in New York deliberately, again, sinadya na namang i-infect ang mga bata with intellectual disabilities or mental health problems with live hepatitis. Okay? So, they deliberately, yung mga mentally challenged na bata, binigyan nila ng live hepatitis. Now, the research rationale, it was led by Dr. Saul Krugman. Researchers argued that hepatitis was already endemic, okay, in the unsanitary institution and controlled infection helped study immunity and treatment. So, it was an endemic on the school. Okay? Now, para makontrol yung infection, nirationalize na nila na yung mga subject doon na lang yung gamitin for immunity and for treatment. Okay? Kasi, ang argument nila, meron na eh. Nandito na siya sa school natin. So, why not research on it? However, they used humans as test subjects. And aside from that, humans that cannot decide from themselves, okay, for themselves, okay? They do not know what's wrong or right because they are mentally challenged, okay? Now, it is a very coerced consent. Parents were often coerced into consenting because agreeing to the study was one of the few ways to secure a scarce place for their children at the facility. Okay? So, kulang-kulang kasi talaga yung, tawag dito, yung mental institutions before. And one service offered by this school is mental health services. Now, the facility offered, tawag dito, home for the mentally challenged children. Pero yun nga, they were coerced into doing that research. Magkaroon kayo ng HEPA, bibigyan nila kayo ng HEPA kapalit ng pagtitreat doon sa mga bata. Now, scientific outcomes, the research successfully identified the difference between HEPA A and HEPA B and have developed HEPA B vaccine. So, yung mga HEPA B vaccine na tinanggap nyo ngayon, that came from the Willowbrook hepatitis study. It is a byproduct of the hepatitis study. However, again, it is very unethical because that was humanly tested. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa technical terms in research. So, first, let's talk about concept. It is a term that abstractly describes and names an object, a phenomenon, or an idea. Basically, a concept is your subject. For example, income. So it could be numbers, any number. Age, it could be any number again. We have your ranges. Educational level, number of siblings. Okay, concepts are your categories. Okay, they are not your specifics. Naiintindihan pa po ba? O mabilis na ako? Naiintindihan pa naman? Okay, so concepts, again, they are your general ideas. It describes names of an object, phenomenon, or an idea. Now, Theory is an organized body of concepts, and principles intended to explain a particular phenomenon. So theories are bodies of concepts that helps explain or are basis of a phenomenon. Usually, theories are still not proved right. Okay? Yan yung mga kailangan pa nating patunayan na tama yung teorya ng ganito, ng ganyan. Okay? Include theory of relativity, theory of evolution, your cell theory, and your target theory for your radiobiology. Naaalala pa ba yung target theory? Naaalala pa? What is target theory? Credo. What is target theory? Nasa sekreto.
Sir, rinig po. Sir, di ko na naalala.
Hindi naalala? Okay, any other answer? What is target theory? Balikan lang natin kasi meron kayong radiation protection ngayon and target theory is the sole basis of your radiobiology. Okay? So what is target theory? Record ba, Maris? Maris. Target theory. What is target theory? Ay, nakatulog siya. Next. Binluan. Target theory. Binluan. Sorry, hindi ko marinig. Hindi ko po alam. Okay, lumasan. Next. Ayun. Yun. Faith. Sige. What is target theory?
Sir, as far as, I remember, ayun po yung parang, ionizing radiation po, meron siyang effects, biological effects, particularly, tinatarget niya yung DNA natin.
Correct. Okay. Ionizing radiation. Okay. For radiation to happen, it targets your DNA. I mean, radiation happens, okay? So, sa concept ng radiobiology, the ionizing radiation targets your DNA, okay? The center of your cells. Kaya tayo may target theory, okay? Next, variables. Variable is any characteristic, attribute, or phenomenon that can be measured, observed, and controlled. Again, variables, tandaan, you have your measured, observed, and control. Okay po. You have your independent and dependent variables, and you have your categorical variables. For independent variable, these are the variables that the researchers manipulates or controls. Okay? Dependent variable is the variable that is measured or observed. Okay po? So when you do research, you always have your independent or you always have your variables. The variables are cut into two. Okay, you have your independent and dependent. Si independent, yun yung ginagalaw nyo. Okay? Yun yung palagi nyong minamanipula. Okay? Yung dependent variable nyo, yun yung lagi nyong sinusukat at ino-observe. Okay? Independent, again, you are the one to manipulate. Okay? Dependent, it is always measured or observed. Kasi dependent variables can be a product of you. Okay? Doing something or giving an effect from your independent variable. Now, categorical variables are the variables that represents categories or groups. It can be nominals or it can be ordinals or categories with specific orders. So again, tandaan, next week we will formulate your research topics. So you should be able to identify which variables based on your given titles are dependent and independent. Which of those are measurable, even And which of those are you manipulating? Okay? So, next week na yun. Now, madoble. Okay. Hypothesis is a smart, logical guess or prediction based on what we already know. Again, hypothesis is a logical guess based on what we already know. Okay, providing a possible explanation for something we're trying to figure out. So even before, when you are having your basic science experiment during your high school, you always formulate your hypothesis. Okay? Kasi this is the one to be answered and this is the one to be proved. Because again, an hypothesis is a logical guess, or you are trying to identify or guess what the outcome would, okay, based on your scientific researches. Okay po. Now, there is a big difference between your observation and hypothesis. Okay? For example, an observation could be when performing chest x-rays, images taken with a higher radiation dose seems clearer than those taken with a lower dose. Seems clearer. Now, for hypothesis, based on this observation, you might form an hypothesis that increasing a radiation dose will improve the image quality of chest x-ray. Okay, again, iba po ang observation sa hypothesis. Observation, it is the sole basis of why you do your hypothesis. You've noticed that something did something. Okay, now, based on that something did something, you will formulate your hypothesis that, ito pala siya. Okay? So, again, example nito, napansin nyo, during chest x-ray, kapag mas mataas yung radiation dose, mas maganda yung image. Now, based on that, you formulate your hypothesis like increasing the radiation dose will improve image quality of chest x-rays. Okay po? Now, sampling. Sampling is the process of selecting participants who are representatives of a larger population. There's a big difference between your population, kung maira-write yan, and your sample. Okay? Now, population is the population or the people in general. Okay? Now, sample is a part of that population only, a specific number of group or specific characteristic based on that group. Okay, a population is all people included on a certain category, but sample is a part of that population only. Okay, now, example, a random sample may include selecting 30 patients who underwent chest x-rays at the radiology department of World City Medical Center. Okay, you are another example of a sample. Okay, generally, the population is students of World City Colleges, radiologic technology students of World City Colleges. That is our population. And one sample is you guys, third year PSRT student from World City Colleges. Okay? So, alam ko gets nyo na yung sample and population. Again, sample is a part of your population. Now, let's understand your SMART principle before doing your research. Okay? In doing research kasi guys, we need to be smart. Okay? Kailangan smart tayo when doing research. Sir, what do you mean by smart? S for specific. Okay? A research paper needs to stick to its main topic without wandering off to unrelated areas. It should focus on answering a specific question. Okay? When you do your research, hindi po tayo dapat nag-wander off or hindi po dapat tayo add ng something to answer or to accommodate questions in your head. Okay? In doing research, make sure that we are only answering only one question po. Okay? No need to wander off kasi again, a research should be specific. Kasi kapag nag-wander off ka on your topic or kunwari, may natuklasan kang ganito sa topic mo, tapos inad mo siya ng inad. Okay? So, hahaba na hahaba yung research mo and makakalimutan mo na yung main purpose of doing your research. Okay? So, lahat po tayo tumayo, may humikab based sa aking video. So, tumayo po tayong lahat. Tayo everyone. Tayo po ay magja-jumping jacks. Tayo. Ang hindi tumayo, kita ko kayo lahat, kahit yung nasa baba ng stage. Okay, ang hindi tumayo, mga kapatid, pagja-jumping jacksin ko sa harapan ko sa Tuesday. Tama, Tuesday tayo magkikita ulit, di ba? Kayo yung F to F na contrast. Okay. Ayan, nag-raise hand si Faith. Siya ang magli-lead sa inyo sa jumping jacks. Tayo na po mga kababayan, kapatid, sa pananampalataya. Pakibilisan. Tayo na. Tayo, 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 tayo po. Tumayo kayong lahat. So, yung mga nasa baba ng stage, hindi nyo ako madadaya. Tumayo kayo. Yung mga naka-off cam, isi-screenshot ko ha. Magja-jumping jacks kayo lahat sa Tuesday. Okay, start na. Ayan, nakatayo na ba lahat? Perfect. Okay. Tatlo lang. 1. 1. 1. Hoy, hindi talaga. 1. Okay, 2. 2. 3. Okay. Upo na po. Thank you very much. Ang magli-lead sa mga mag-jumping jack sa Tuesday, si Dio si Yuan. Hindi siya naka-open kami. Okay, thank you sa inyong pagja-jumping jacks mga kapatid. Balik tayo sa ating SMART principle. Okay, a research paper okay, tapos na tayo sa specific. Now, let's go to the M. Okay? M is measurable. Okay? Your research should be measurable. It should include solid research that could be easily verified. This means citing sources and literature properly. Because, kaya po siya measurable kasi your researches, your citations are basis or evidences of your research. Okay? Kaya, you need to cite your sources properly in order for the research panel or your research advisors or even me checking your research para ma-measure ko if your research is really measurable or is it really worth researching about. Okay po? Liwanag. Wait lang, sorry, hindi ko nabasa yung chat. Ay, sorry, Ma'am Shwano po pag naka-CP. Yes, nagawa mo naman, Ronwell. Okay. Okay, next. Attainable. Sige, bye, Ma'am. So, the research paper should have a clear thesis statement that relates to real-life situations and builds upon existing knowledge. Okay? Attainable, dapat yung research nyo always siyang may basis. It should have been researched before. Okay? Pwedeng new yung concept sa inyo, but as long as, guys, you can search for things that is existing that could support your research, that is attainable based on your research, okay, go push through tayo dyan. Pero kung wala, again, your thesis statement would not be clear without, okay, building up on existing knowledge. Now, are realistic, the paper should be objective and based on valid evidences from reliable sources. If it presents interpretations, arguments, or evaluations, dapat ang research natin ay makatotohanan. Okay? Hindi po tayo pwede mag-research ng magic lang. Okay? Hindi tayo pwede mag-research ng mga bagay na gawa-gawa lang ng utak natin. Okay? Hindi tayo pwede mag-research na based lang sa ating real intuition. Okay? So, dapat makatotohanan po yung ating research. Okay? Now, T is for time. So, the researcher needs to understand that the time constraints and scopes of the project. If the scope and limitations are not clear, it will be hard to answer the research questions effectively. Okay? So, your research should be time-bound. Okay? Guys, do understand na you only have at least 5 more months or at least 4 more months. August, September, October, November, December. 4 more months na nga lang to do your research for the first semester. So, please, wag na kayo mag-conceptualize ng research na alam nyong hindi nyo kayang tapusin yung chapter 1 at 2 within that 4 months. Or, let's take the whole semester in totality. You only have 10 months on the semester. And minsan, hindi pa kompleto lagi yung unang buwan. Technically, 8 months nyo lang ginagawa yung research nyo. So, kapag gagawa kayo ng research topic or gagawa kayo ng research questions, okay, if you conceptualize your research, baka kasi mag-isip kayo ng, gusto ko gumawa ng robot. Kaya ba? Within 8 months, tas sasabayan nyo ng papel. Hindi, di ba? O kaya, gusto nyo talunin yung ChatGPT, uubusin nyo yung tubig ng mundo, kaya nyo ba? Di ba? Eh kahit si Rene, hindi malulunod kung 8 months nyo lang uubusin yung tubig. Di ba? So, dapat time-bound yung research natin. Okay po? Next one. Steps in your research process. Okay, ito yung step-by-step kung paano natin gagawin yung research. But of course, hahatiin natin to sa ating mga pagkikita. Okay? Sa ating pagsasama. Of course, first is to identify your problem. Okay? After identifying the problems, which you will do probably next week. Okay? After doing that, you will have your review of related literature, setting your research questions and objectives and hypothesis, then choosing a study design. Okay? Sir, pwedeng Barbie, go. Sir, pwedeng pink, go. Okay? Ang research design nyo ay pink. Okay? Now, deciding on the research sample design, collecting your data, processing and analyzing data, and writing your research report. So, all of this, we will do in 8 months. Okay? For your research 1 and 2, kung ibibigay pa sa akin, may bintong research 2. Pero syempre, kukunin natin yan. Ilalaban natin. Dapat sa akin pa rin ang research 2 para hindi magulo yung ating pag-aaral. Okay? So, in 8 months, ito yung gagawin natin. And kung experimental ang research nyo, okay? Kung experimental ang research, pagkakasyahin natin yan. Okay? Huwag po tayo mag-hesitate na mag-experimental. Baka kasi masyadong tumatak sa inyo yung SMART concept na hala baka yung experimental study na gusto ko hindi naman kaya ng 8 months. We will try. Okay? Kasi nagawa naman namin last semester and I believe kaya pa rin natin siya gawin this semester. Maliwanag po ba? So if you want to do your experimental studies, we will cramp up the time. Okay? Yung research advisor nyo na at ako ang bahala. Okay? Magtutulungan tayo. Next. Now, there are ethical considerations in your researches. Now, let's define ethics first. Ethics is the branch of philosophy that studies moral right and wrong, okay? Guiding how people ought to act, make decisions, and live together. So, ethics is the basis of what is right and what is wrong, okay? Now, Code of Ethics, you have your numbered code, Declaration of Helsinki, and Belmont Report. Now, for the numbered code, it was again a product noong 1947. Human subjects must be fully informed, voluntary consent without any form of coercion. Okay, if you will use human subjects, they must be fully informed. Okay, sa kung ano ang mangyayari sa kanila. Okay, balik tayo sa patient care nyo. 'Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, during your history taking or during na you will be doing a procedure on a person, kailangan you inform them of what you will do to them. Tama? That's why, sa number code, kailangan, kung gagawa kayo ng research for a person or you will use a person as a subject, kailangan inform sila very well kung anong gagawin sa kanila, anong patutunguhan ng gagawin sa kanila, okay? The anticipated benefits of an experiment must outweigh the potential risk and harm to subjects, okay? So, dapat po, mas mabigat yung benefit kaysa sa risk nung gagawing study sa human. Now, human trials must be based on prior animal research. So, before testing it sa person, dapat na-try na muna siya sa animals and a sound theoretical basis. Okay, experiments must be conducted strictly by scientifically qualified personnel in safe conditions. Okay, hindi po pwedeng, trip ko lang mag-research ng ganito, panggamot sa cancer. Hindi po pwede. Kailangan you are scientifically qualified personnel. Okay? Now, participants must be free to stop and withdraw from the study anytime. Kapag ayaw na nila, the person has their voluntary exit, PBB. Hindi, I mean, free dapat yung inyong human subject, okay, to withdraw from your study kahit kailan. Hindi nyo sila pwedeng, ay hindi po, wag po kayo aalis kasi hindi pa tapos yung research ko. No. Okay? That's your burden. That's your problem to solve. Hindi po yon kasalanan ng inyong subject. Okay? But again, human testing is not applicable naman talaga sa atin. Okay? Because this is an undergraduate study. Now, Declaration of Helsinki, 1964. So, it established by the WMA or World Medical Organization. The Declaration of Helsinki created the first global ethical guidelines for clinical research. This is the first ethical global guidelines para sa clinical research. A patient's health and safety must always take precedence over scientific interests. Okay, so dapat, for example, mag-aaral kayo ng sakit, hindi po pwedeng ang priority nyo matuklasan yung sakit. Okay, ang priority nyo lagi yung tao, yung pasyente po ninyo, yung safety po niya. Okay? Now, all research proposals must be reviewed and approved by an independent ethics committee. That is why your research, your undergraduate research would be checked by our own research committee. Okay? Our own research ethics committee. Okay? So, that is based on the Declaration of Helsinki. Now, aside from that, voluntary informed consent is required. Again, voluntary informed consent is required with strict protections for vulnerable participants. Specifically for those who are doing case studies, okay, dapat lagi silang merong voluntary informed consent that the patient or the subject is allowing them to have their research, okay? Now, it established rules for placebo use and post-trial access to proven treatments, okay? This is basis, okay? And this established the rules for placebos, for post-trials, and proven treatments, okay? So, one very good example on the progress of this ethical basis or ethical guidelines is your COVID-19 vaccines. Naaalala, there were specific trials na sinishare sa inyo during the news, okay? Now, the Belmont Report, it established key U.S. ethical guidelines following the Tuskegee scandal. It demands respecting personal autonomy through voluntary informed consents. Okay, research must maximize benefits while minimizing potential risks and harms. And subject selection must be fair so no group bears the unfair research burdens. Okay? It created the foundation of the modern institutional review boards or the IRBs. Okay? So, yung Belmont Report po, it establishes, it just supports, okay, majority of what we've discussed previously. Okay, it is a summarization that, ayun nga, hindi po pwedeng specific. Okay, cultural groups ang target ng research natin. Okay, hindi dapat unfair yung pagpili natin ng samples natin. Okay, hindi dapat siya from grudge or hindi po dapat siya based on, tawag dito, tama, based on grudge, okay, or based on discrimination, okay? Now, ethical considerations. First is, again, principles of beneficence, okay, freedom from harm, freedom from exploitation. Risk might, should all not be heavier than your benefits. The benefits should always outweigh your risk. Principle of beneficence. So again, even in your research, your ethics, your basic ethics is also applicable. Okay, next is principle of justice, freedom from harm, freedom from exploitation. Tama ba ako? Parang di ko to nabago. Hindi. Hindi ito yun. Sorry. Hindi yan yun. Okay, justice. How do we define justice? Fairness. Diba? Dapat your research should be fair for all. Okay? And it is law-abiding. Now, Respect for human rights and dignity, right to self-determination, and right to full disclosure. Again, human rights, kailangan alam nyo lahat ng gagawin nyo sa inyo when doing research. Next po, you need informed consent, essential information, comprehension of information, competency to give consent, and voluntary consent. Okay? In doing informed consent, dapat lahat ng essential information about your research is included on your informed consent. Now, comprehension of information, make sure that your respondents understand what they would be involving themselves into. Okay, make sure that your informed consent um, is very easy to read, very easy to understand, and the competency, your participant have the competency to give their own consent. Hindi po pwedeng pamilya nila ang magbibigay ng consent. Kailangan po sila mismo, they have the ability to give their consent. Also, the consent should be voluntary. Okay? That's why informed consent is important. Okay? Now, other ethical issues in research that includes stipend and incentives. Okay? In doing research, ewan ko kung nakasagot na kayo ng mga questionnaire ng mga higher batches. Tapos, binigyan nila kayo ng candy, nasama kayo sa ruleta ng GCash. So, kasi, based on the principles, dapat research study should have stipend. Okay? The subjects should be issued stipends or incentives. So, kaya ang simplest form na in-instruct ko sa students ko last time is candies, ball pens, kasi of course, you are students and you can only afford some things. And lalo, ang research magastos din ang defense nyo. Kaya, yung stipend na binibigay rather than monetary, yun na lang, simple gifts. But, in bigger researches, in case studies, in human trials, kailangan the person is very well compensated, specifically money. Okay? Concealment, covert data collection, and deception. So, alam ko, majority sa inyo ginagawa na to. Okay? So, covert data collection, yan yung sasagutan nyo, yung sarili nyong mga researches na para bang kayo ang subject ng inyong mga research. So, this time, for college thesis, that is not allowed. Okay? Hindi nyo po ako maluloko. Bakit? Meron po tayong invited statistician and your research would be properly you would hire, you are required to hire a statistician in the future to review your data, your collected data, and the result of your stats ang magsasabi sa amin kung dinaya nyo ba talaga yung data collection o hindi. Okay? Now, debriefing and referrals is another ethical issue in research. Kasi for example, you are studying about AIDS and wala kang kakilala, isa lang. And you use that subject for referrals kasi baka may kakilala siyang may AIDS. And that is very unethical. Okay? Kasi it is like disclosing something. Okay? For example, psych student ka tapos you are studying closeted gays. So, technically, in-out mo yung mga tao. Okay? Mahirap. Now, vulnerable groups, assent and consent, children mentally or physically disabled, terminally ill, institutionalized, or pregnant. Okay? So, yan yung mga hindi po pwede i-research. Ngayon, kung yan ang research na masyadong madugo, okay, because again, it is very unethical because they belong to the vulnerable groups. Do you think a mentally disabled person could give you their consent? And is it really proper to ask for consent for people who have physical disabilities? Diba? So, parang that is very insensitive. Okay? Next, another ethical issue is yung issue na na-erase ko kanina, animal studies. Tingin nyo, nakakabasa ng informed consent ang mga hayop? Of course, hindi. Could they volunteer themselves? Okay? Do they really want na ma-infect ng ganitong sakit, sadyain na lagyan sila ng ganitong sakit in order to have treatment for human? Okay, is that really ethical? Okay, so that's another ethical issue. And of course, research misconduct, dishonesty and fraud, fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. For example, yun nga, pumapasok din dito yung pagpamanipulate nyo ng data nyo. For example, you don't like kung ano yung lumabas sa research nyo kasi meron kayong expected outcome. Okay? Kunwari, nag-research kayo about silver recovery and you are expecting at least 10 grams of silver. Pero realistically, ang lumabas lang ay 0.01 gram. Okay? Which is not enough for clinical testing. So, kayo, para lang pumasok yung research nyo, pumasa kayo, ma-approve yung title nyo, or ma-defend yung research nyo, manipulate nyo yung data nyo. So, that is falsification of data. Kasi paano pag hinanapan kayo, nasan yung 10 gramo ng silver? Diba? Tapos ang mapakita nyo, 0.1 lang. And, again, that is dishonesty. And diba sabi sa inyo, a research is a systematized study of scientific knowledge. Is that really scientific? Fraudulent nyo yung inyong research data. Diba? So, that is not proper. Okay? Next one po. Any questions? May mga tanong pa ba po tayo? Merong questions? Very good. Wala. Going? Okay, gone. Now, groupings nyo dapat, pero nagrupo ko na kayo. Tama? You already have your groups. Now, meron kasi dapat tayong activity. Pero for now, ikakat ko muna dito yung ating class. So, you have the rest of your time to yourselves. So, if you have questions, you could PM me, guys. Okay, next week na natin gagawin yung dapat natin gawin. Okay, but magle-lecture muna ako next week before tayo gumawa. Maliwanag po ba? Okay, so you are now free to go. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. Bye. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Sir,
Yes po. Yes po.
pwede po mahingi po yung mga preferred topics po nung sa orientation